Have you ever thought your life was interesting? Well, wait until you hear about these world leaders. From the bizarre to the downright jaw-dropping, these are the kinds of facts that make history books blush. Welcome to our deep dive into the crazy, quirky, and sometimes unbelievable facts about world leaders. Fasten your seatbelts, and this is going to be a wild ride. History isn't just about battles and treaties. It's also about the people who wear the crowns and sit in the high chairs of power. And trust me, they can be as quirky as they come. Take Emperor Caligula, for instance. This Roman ruler made his horse a senator. Yes, you heard that right. A horse in the Senate. If you thought politics today was strange, imagine what the other senators thought, sitting next to a stallion colleague. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the eccentricities of power.
Moving on to the modern era, did you know that Winston Churchill, the bulldog of British resilience during World War II, was also an avid painter with over 500 canvases to his name? He found solace in art, a stark contrast to the war-torn world he navigated. His work wasn't just a pastime, it was an escape, a way to bring color to the dark days of conflict. In fact, his paintings have been praised for their vivid colors and emotional depth, showing a softer side to the man known for his iron will. From the canvas to the concert hall, did you know that Edward Heath, the British Prime Minister in the early 1970s, was a talented conductor and organist? He even won a Grammy in 1971 for Best Spoken Word Album. Politics aside, Heath's passion for music led him to conduct orchestras around the world, showcasing that world leaders can have talents that reach far beyond the political arena. Imagine the Prime Minister, baton in hand, swaying to the rhythm of Beethoven's Fifth.
Now let's get a bit mysterious. It's said that President Franklin D. Roosevelt was a master of magic tricks. Yes, the very man who guided America through the Great Depression and World War II loved to entertain guests at the White House with sleight-of-hand tricks. Picture FDR, the charismatic leader, pulling a coin from behind the First Lady's ear or making a vase of flowers disappear. It's these little-known hobbies that add depth to the often one-dimensional view of historical figures.
General Charles de Gaulle, the towering figure of French resistance against Nazi Germany, had a surprising soft spot: poetry. Amidst the chaos of war and politics, he found refuge in the quiet corners of libraries immersed in literature. His memoirs are not just historical documents. They are beautifully crafted narratives that reveal his profound love for the written word. It's a reminder that even the most hardened of warriors can have the soul of a poet.
Let's talk about food, because even world leaders have their quirks at the dining table. Queen Elizabeth II, for instance, has no garlic policy at the palace. That's right, if you're cooking for the Queen, you better leave the garlic out of the recipe. It's a well-known fact among chefs at Buckingham Palace, reflecting not just a personal preference, but also a matter of royal protocol, ensuring the Queen is always ready to greet guests without the worry of bad breath.
Ever heard of a president who was a lion hunter? Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, was not only a Rough Rider and a trustbuster, but also an intrepid explorer and naturalist. After his presidency, he embarked on a safari to Africa where he hunted big game and later donated thousands of specimens to the Smithsonian Institution, contributing significantly to the field of natural history. And there you have it. From artists to adventurers, musicians to magicians, the annals of power are filled with individuals whose lives are anything but ordinary. These stories remind us that behind every title and every decision that shaped the world, there's a human being with passions, hobbies, and yes, some truly crazy facts. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the peculiar side of history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.